Three, two, one. You are now live.
And thank you for having me, Kobe. This is fun.
Can go win a Super Bowl to be the first team to do it. This guy is good. How long have you worked in the radio industry? What up? What up? What up? It is your boy. Call me crazy, aka Kobe Nasir Wallace, and you are tuning into yet another episode of the Crazy Talk podcast. If you are still with me, thanks for sticking with me. I mean, we are doing big things here at the Crazy Talk podcast. We got exclusive interviews coming down. We've got hella episodes coming down. I'm about to be out Houston next week, so you know I'm probably got a little bit of exclusive content coming from Houston. And yeah, but tonight we do have a jam-packed episode. It's really going to be, this is an episode for the guys, you know. Welcome to Guys Night. You know, we got a lot of sports talk, a lot of, you know, male-dominated topics tonight to get into. So why not bring on the guys? You know, they said, why not get the guys to talk about the guy talk? You know, the original Crazy Talk podcast co-hosts. Welcome back, my boy Cy Bow and Noah fucking Tip. What up, my boys? What up, my boys? We are in here, and as y'all heard, it is Guys Night. They said Guys Night. I don't know, that might be the name of the episode. You know, I come up with weird shit and name that the episode. So we gonna see how the rest of the night goes, and then we'll determine if that's the episode name. But tonight, we got a lot to talk about, y'all. It's a lot been going on.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all been on the media, but it's a lot been going on in the media. But we could not get down and sink our teeth into this episode without starting with something very important. Very, 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 very important. As we all know, we've covered on it, I think 3 times now, Tip. The government is in a weird and fucking awkward spot, right? We are suffering through the government shutdown right now. And it doesn't look like things are going to let up anytime soon. As November 1st, things are going into effect. Real processes are going into effect. Things like SNAP EBT benefits are being cut. Tip, go a little bit more into like the healthcare subsidiaries being cut.
I mean, yeah, as far as cut too. Childcare subsidies. I mean, you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now. There you go.
We good. Okay. Make sure we live in the flesh. But yeah, I mean, a lot of shit is gonna be going, man. I mean, I know healthcare, you know, Medicaid, Medicare. I mean, that's gonna stop. I mean, it's I mean, food stamps, EBT cards, like that's all gonna stop. And you know,
y'all taking niggas food stamps? What the
that's what I'm saying. They ain't want niggas to eat no more.
It's hard out here for a fat nigga that needs some food stamps. They said, yeah, listen. I am not going to confirm or deny whether I'm on food stamps or not, but I need that. They said, I need that. They said, I need my coin, need all of that. Come on now.
Yeah,
they said the government is good for one thing, and that is fucking up in a time of need. We really aren't even going to harp on this, guys. We just want you guys to know, the audience of the Crazy Talk podcast, we want y'all to know the severity of everything that's about to go down. We're going to be seeing a lot of outages in a week. We're going to be seeing a lot of layoffs in about a week and a half. The end of the month, the holidays is going to look very different for a lot of people. And I know we're starting to say that more and more every year, but this time it is really coming to fruition. It's going to be a very different winter for America, for those of us here in America. And it always is. You know, tonight we got a nice, fun, chill, laid back type of vibe going on. We got a lot of topics that the guys are really going to want to get into. The guys we've really been talking about, you know, behind the scenes, off screen. These are kind of the conversations we're having. So we decided, why not bring it on to the Crazy Talk podcast so that the audience can, weigh in and give their opinions as well. This is a topic that was kind of like, we had to talk about this. I feel like it was something that, a lot of people probably would have an opinion on. I feel like the three of us would have opinions on it as well. And it's kind of like the parenting child dynamic, how parents deal with their children, how more specifically how parents are dealing with their children nowadays, now how they're dealing with their adult children, some would say, and that's kind of going to be the main focus of this topic. There was a story on It's On Site. If you guys don't follow It's On Site, it's ITS underscore ONISITE. They said, don't fact check me on that, but that's definitely how you spell it. Don't fuck me up on that one. They said last week was a very rare equation. It's never gonna fucking happen again. They said, okay, it is never gonna happen again. So as the story reads here, the headline of the story says, birth mom says reuniting with the son she placed for adoption has turned painful after he began lashing out at her, says she may need to end the contact for her mental health. Now I'm going to read a little bit more into the story so you guys really know what's going on here. It reads, when I was a younger teenager, I relinquished a baby who had been conceived as a result of rape. I dissociated pretty heavily during the pregnancy, and I never had any warm or maternal feelings toward the baby. I've been in therapy since then, and now that baby is an adult, and last month he reached out and asked if we could build a relationship. I said yes. I told him that I needed to take things slowly and asked him not to bring up certain topics with me, such as anything to do with my rapist. I warned him that I wouldn't ever be able to have a mother-son type relationship with him, and I could tell he was disappointed, but he agreed that we could be casual acquaintances for now. He expressed frustration and bitterness towards me. I reminded him both times about the trauma surrounding my pregnancy, but his replies were dismissive, and those conversations ended quite badly. After the last conversation that ended badly, I sent him an email telling him that if we're going to have a positive relationship, I cannot help him process his feelings about his adoption. I was a child who had been through something traumatic, and I have never viewed myself as his mother. He needs to process these feelings with the therapist because I am not capable of helping him. I woke up this morning to 2 voicemails from him, one where he yelled at me and called me a heartless bitch, ooh, who wanted to be miserable, and another made hours later where he apologized for the first one and said he had been drinking and didn't mean anything he said. He may have apologized, but I still don't want any further contact with him. It's getting to a point where it's damaging to my mental health. Guys, I mean, that's a mouthful, if you will. They said that's crazy. I've never even fucking heard a story like that. So if you guys aren't following, the mom who was a teenager at the time of his conception, she was raped, and due to her being raped, she processed trauma during her pregnancy. She was, like she said, she was disassociated. She never had any maternal instincts or feelings toward the child. Now that the child is an adult, he reached out, trying to reconnect with his birth mother. She kind of let him know from the get-go, this is really not ever going to be like a mother-son type of thing, but we can be acquaintances. I can, kind of get to know you. But she says that she also let him know that she's very closed off to talking about anything of the past. I want to get y'all guys' opinion on this, but first, I want to go first this time. Okay, They said, because I do have a very strong opinion on this. There were people in the comment section of that story. One of the people said, he acts like his daddy, no regard for women in her boundaries. This to me is it's kind of being caught in between a rock and a hard place if you're her. For sure. Yes, you've processed trauma around this child in the way that he was conceived, but is that the child's fault? No, absolutely not. So what I kind of surmised was, I kind of asked the question: is she even considering how her trauma could, in any type of way, contribute to his? Like, he has trauma being conceived through rape, and now he knows this. And all of these things he's adopted, the whole 9 yards. Is she having any type of what is it? Is it empathy toward that? Is
Yeah,
she
right.
thinking about his trauma in those types of ways? I want to get your opinion on that, Tip. What is your first reaction to this story?
It's already a fuck situation. Like this is. I mean, we talking about sexual assault. We talking about what we're talking about. I mean, and I kind of feel bad for both parties because it's in a sticky situation. Like it's a traumatic like instance for her, probably the most traumatic instance for her.
Right.
And then for him to be an outcome of that, you know what I'm saying? The only thing he knows about his parents is that it was a crime committed.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, not only is he the
That's
confession
the only thing you know.
of a mistake, but a crime at that. Think of how he must feel.
So I mean,
no, go ahead, finish.
yeah. I mean, to me, that's just like it's sad on both parties. It is.
It is.
It's not really. It really do.
Sai, kind of tap in there. What Tip feels like he's kind of torn, like I am, kind of caught in between a rock and a hard place, torn between both of these parties, because she was raped. We can't discredit her story, we can't discredit her trauma, and we can't discredit the way that she decided to process her trauma. But also, she's kind of forgetting that through this trauma there was an offspring created regardless. And I feel like she owes kind of a nature's duty to kind of, you don't have to have a mother instinct, right? You don't have to have that maternal feeling toward a person. Even like she says that she was very adamant that she could never have this type of mother-son relationship. Okay, well, as friends, you want to see your friend or your acquaintance work through things that is also hindering them from growing. So if you see that this is going to be a point of contention for him, why would you deny him of that, but then continue to seek out a relationship with him as well? I'm kind of confused on that. So, Sai, talk to me about that.
What I got to say is, it's like they trauma bonded, but they not able to bond in the instance, if you get what I'm saying. So she was conceived through rape,
right?
Which she was pregnant with him. She gave him up for adoption. All he wants is a relationship with his mother.
Yeah.
But she can't accept the relationship due to the fact how actions took place and how he was born and those type of things. So I feel like it's hard for them in an instance to like come together.
I think
and have that real conversation.
So then, to oppose to what you're saying, so I don't think that they're trauma bonding. I think that their trauma is in fact disconnecting. Yeah. I think that their trauma is the wedge. I think that both of their individual traumas are preventing them from seeing the other person's trauma. If that makes sense.
Yeah, they need Dr. Phil.
That's what I said. I said, sounds like therapy will help.
Yeah, that's therapy and God.
They said therapy. Yeah, they said therapy and prayer. Deep, heavy prayer. They said
they're gonna need a lot of prayer, bro. That's
but it kind of begs the bigger question, right, Tip? Are parents always obligated, like our biological parents or non-biological parents, are they always obligated to, kind of like forgive their children or kind of like be in their children's lives in a way? Because we see with Brian McKnight, if you guys don't know who Brian McKnight is, he's a 90s singer, very popular 90s singer, who's kind of under fire as of late. For the past couple of years, he's been very at odds with his first wife and their set of children. They have about 3 children, I believe, they had together during their marriage, and one of them is now deceased. The relationship kind of went awry and they became estranged along the way. Not really too particular on the details of why they became estranged, but I do know that for the black culture, this is a very big thing. Like, he's been pulled off of shows because, you know, constituents felt like, you know, they just didn't want to, you know, have anything to do with kind of his values. They is how they put it. So I do want to get your opinion on this tip. What do you think about that? What do you say to that question, and then what is your outlook on it? What is your perspective of parents owing that obligation to their children? Do you believe that parents owe children that obligation?
I feel like I mean, unless you have a situation like the one we just talked about,
All right.
for the most part, yeah, you should be. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know as a man, it's hard for me to respect another man who ain't taking care of his responsibilities. That being his kids. I feel like kids is the number one thing. So yeah, I feel like parents, if you gonna do the deed, you know what I'm saying, and something come out of it, you gotta own up to it, respectfully.
And that means if you are going to lay on your back, be quick to attack when it comes to your kids.
Simple as that. So yeah, but they do. Yeah, the parents owe their kids.
They owe.
That's what you did.
That's how I feel.
Put a life out there. You gotta take care of that life.
And I feel like, because trauma is subjective. I can honestly say trauma is subjective, and you can't always prevent every trauma that a kid might, you know, endure through their lifetime. But I think that as a parent, the one thing that parents seems that sometimes I'm not a parent yet, so which is why I can only speak from the child perspective, right? I think that sometimes parents have a hard time with the A word, and I think that when they have a hard time with that A word, which is accountability, it creates a dissension, because now, especially when it comes to adult kids, because you're no longer raising someone. Now you're kind of guiding, if you will. Not even guiding, because some adult kids don't want that. Some adult kids want to be completely independent. Some adult kids don't want any, you know, guiding, any advice, anything like that. So at that point, you're kind of just an overshadow, if you will, as a parent. So, Sai, I want to get your opinion on that. How are parents obligated? Are they always obligated to kind of forgive their children, be in their children's lives, and kind of do that duty and uphold that parenthood? What do you think about that? What do you say? And then go kind of into the Brian McKnight of it all. Are you kind of opposed to his values, as some would say? Like Tip said, I can't respect any nigga that don't take care of his kids. So what are your thoughts on that? Give me Sai's take.
I'm gonna start off with Brian McKnight first.
Okay.
What Tip said, I can't respect no nigga that don't take care of his kids. You feel me?
Right.
My mom always instilled in my head, you do it, you create it, bro, own up to that shit. So you feel me? Like, it ain't really nothing else to that.
Plain and simple.
Should have been a father, at least tried to be a father. You feel me?
Right.
Cause my dad didn't try to be a father, but I tried to
be a son. Right.
You feel me? Yeah. You get where I'm going with it?
Absolutely.
So, I really know how I feel.
So you can say firsthand how it feels to know that kind of not being, what is it? I would say kind of not being nurtured, because that kind of comes in not being nurtured. You were kind of, you know, had an estranged relationship with your dad. And so you know firsthand how it feels when parents feel like they're not obligated to stay in the child's life. So you are on the side of parents are obligated. They need to stay in their children's lives no matter the circumstances. Forgive, move on. And I agree.
See, when you say forgive, I feel like in certain situations, your child has to step it up. You feel me? You can't keep forgiving.
Right.
You get what I'm going? You know, you feel me?
Okay.
So I'm not gonna say she's wrong, because in her situation,
talk about her.
It's like, I
It's hard.
understand where she's like going with it. Like
Yeah.
I can't even create an actual bond with you because of
How
how
it
much
happened.
trauma,
Yeah.
yeah, and all that. So it's like,
I get that.
that
I
shit,
get that.
that shit rough.
I pray healing for that family first and foremost. But I just wish that maybe she could have first dealt with her trauma, because it doesn't sound like and I want to say that it doesn't sound like to me that she has fully dealt with her trauma, right?
Mhm.
Because I feel like had she fully dealt with her trauma, and I don't feel like he's fully dealt with his, but the difference between the two, you guys want to know the difference between the two? For me, I feel like
Mhm.
a part of him healing his trauma is getting to know her, is getting to
Yeah,
know
I can see
the
that.
process of her. She doesn't need him to heal herself, right?
Yeah.
She could have been probably healed, and then he reached out, and then she like, oh nah, I ain't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not built for it.
Right.
Because clearly she wanted to. She said we can talk.
Yeah, and that's why I'm like,
But
what else could we be talking about?
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He gonna ask questions. Naturally. That's the reason why he's trying to talk to you. He's trying to get to know you.
He wants to know what's going on, why
where
he
he
had to
came
live his
from.
life.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it's a touchy,
it's a rough one.
subject.
It's a
Rough subject, and that brings me to another rough and tough subject for guys' night. It has been dominating the fucking media, guys. We have been talking about it off camera for a while now. The whole gambling scam, the gambling bust, illegal gambling, Chauncey motherfucking Billups, Terry Rozier, the Miami Heat, everybody call them all the fuck out. Everybody is being talked about, and we can't forget the main man, the man of the hour, who everybody's talking about, Gilbert Arenas. Yeah, they said we are about to get into it all here at the Crazy Talk podcast. They said,
Oh, Kevin Garnett is in it too now. I seen that
Garnett?
shit. Yeah, they got his ass too. They got KG.
They said, I'm going to read the charges. I'm going to read the kind of the rundown of everything that's going on just really quick. They said, just for those of us who don't know what's going on, they said this is I mean, it has really, I seen something, I think it was Stephen A. Smith who said that this is all overshadowing how great of a opening week the NBA had, and I have to agree with him.
That may been lit, bro.
Yeah, and Tip is going to get into all things NBA a little bit after this. They said, so stick around. If you are watching, y'all still stick the fuck around, okay? I'm fucking sick of y'all leaving the fucking, stick around. My soul. But they said, let's get into this story. They said from USA Today, they said we got the NBA, the headline reads, the NBA gambling scandal timeline. Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier, mafia ties, everything explained. Whoa, mafia ties. Are they saying mafia ties, or does that mean gang? And they just don't want to say gang because these niggas is black.
That's what I was wondering too. I like the wording was a little different.
Yeah, like what is going on here? The mafia. What these niggas know about?
I think mafia. Yeah, I'm thinking white Al Capone and shit.
Yeah, I'm thinking motherfucking the Irishman. What the hell? They said the NBA. The story reads: the NBA is facing a gambling crisis after a sitting head coach, a current player, and a former player were all arrested in connection with 2 federal indictments related to illegal gambling on games and rigged poker games that had mafia ties. Portland Trail Blazers coach Chauncey Billups, Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier, and former NBA player Damon Jones. I didn't even know Damon Jones was in it. I don't even know who the fuck Damon Jones is. They are all facing criminal charges in the wake of the scandal, which is also connected with the investigation that led to the NBA banning former Toronto Raptors player Jonte Porter. Federal authorities allege the extensive scheme spanned years, and there are more than 30 co-defendants accused in the case, along with these prominent NBA figures. Woo! They said the investigation remains ongoing. Authorities said a fallout has been immediate. Billups and Rozier were placed on immediate leave from their respective teams. Rozier's attorney issued a statement declaring Rozier is not a gambler. Quote, Billups' attorney also released a statement denying Billups' alleged role in the rigged poker games and emphasized the Billups did not gamble on any basketball games. Here's a timeline and breakdown of all the alleged events and games that are mentioned as a part of the federal investigation into the NBA gambling scandal. April 9th, 2019, the federal authorities alleged that rigged poker games backed by the Bonanno, Gambino, and Genovese organized crime families of La Cosa Nostra began as early as 2019. One specific game involving Billups on this date allegedly defrauded victims out of more than $50,000. The scheme featured a shuffling machine that has secretly been altered to use concealed technology to read cards in the deck, predict which player at the table had the best poker hand, and relay that information to an off-site operator. The indictment also includes messages and the defendants had signal for a quarterback at the table to use once he was relayed the information in real time from off-site, and discussions about purposefully losing hands to keep the victims at the table longer. One of the victims was, quote, starstruck by Billups, according to the indictment, and this was by design. October 2020, the indictment alleges the following: another rigged poker game in the late October 2020. Bank records show co-defendant Robert Stroud wired $50,000 to co-defendant Sophia Way, who then wired $50,000 to Billups. Damn, Chauncey, your ass is all over this shit. You going down. They said you just didn't have no type of fucking restriction. You was just putting your name in all of the fucking mess. Fucking dumb.
Yeah, all hands on deck.
This is crazy. Then we jump to December 2022. Investigators allege that this is when the gambling scheme involving non-public game status information began, with co-defendants accused of using access to private knowledge known by NBA players or NBA coaches that was likely to affect the outcome of upcoming NBA games or individuals' performances. Whoa. I'm going to read that again. They said, quote, access. Co-defendants are accused of using access to private information known by NBA players or NBA coaches that was likely to affect the outcome of upcoming NBA games or individual performances. There is information laying around that predicts NBA player performances and game outcomes. Is no one hearing? Is no one reading that?
I mean, that could be multiple things. I feel like, because that could be, hey, if I know Bam Adebayo was suffering a calf strain for the last 2 weeks, I'm gonna put the under on his rebounds. It could be some shit like that.
Okay.
Or if I know LeBron's supposed to get a rest day here, you know, niggas be having rest days.
That shit sound a little bit too far-fetched.
It still sounds like a reach. It still sounds like a reach, but
if you know that information, it can mean a lot.
If you know that information, you do know. But I don't think you know a lot to where you could go to jail for defrauding gambling services.
That's a lot.
I don't think having that information, because I feel like also that's kind of like, you know, injury status is like public team information. No, they said
So hold on. They had a card reader that was able to read the deck of cards and alter them in the deck.
They were able to read the cards, know which person at the table had the best hand, and take that information and relay it to a source off-site.
Go ahead.
Jump a gun here. But don't casinos do that? Like on a you feel me?
In a way, but I don't think they're.
You know what happened though?
Was able to get technology like that to read cards. Don't you think casinos probably got that same type of? You feel me? Like
they do. It's just they do. It's just some niggas started doing it, and they was like, whoa. They said, wait, y'all can't do that though.
Yeah,
we been doing this shit for years, nigga.
Nah, they said y'all not doing that. Yeah, that money not coming to the government. None of that money getting the back end.
It's niggas already rich trying to get richer. Oh fuck that. They mad as fuck.
That part. That part. They said we're jumping down to February 9th, 2023, y'all. They said the morning before a game between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Milwaukee Bucks. Jones is accused. Tip, you probably watched this fucking game. They said Jones is accused of providing non-public injury information. Wow, you probably did watch this game because you just said this. About an unnamed player who fits the description of LeBron James in the indictment. Jones, according to the investigation, sent a text message alerting a co-conspirator in the case that James would not be playing, even though James had not been ruled out on the official injury report yet.
That unknown LeBron now.
Wow. So they knew LeBron wasn't going to play. Put some money on the Bucks, and boom, boom, bam. These niggas are dumb, but smart.
Yeah. Somebody told because they could have really got away with that.
They had to. That's what I'm saying. This is harmless but harmful shit. Harmless.
Yeah. That's when Gilly come in.
So you think? Okay, let's not jump that gun. I want to talk about Gil. So they said. Then in they said. Let's see what else is here. March 24th of 2023, the Portland Trailblazers had a game against the Chicago Bulls. According to the indictment, an unnamed co-conspirator who fits the description of Billups allegedly told co-defendant Eric Ernest the Trailblazers were tanking and several of their best players would not be playing.
Now that's bad. That's bad.
Dangerous. Yeah, that doesn't look only bad for Chauncey Billups. That looks bad on the NBA.
Yeah, the whole shit. The NBA got a nice shield too. They don't fuck around.
They don't.
This ain't the NFL.
Which we said last week when we talked about the whole Cam Jones fiasco. Adam Silver don't play that shit. So what do we see is going on? I seen some. We're kind of. This story was contributed to USA Today. If y'all want to know more about that story, go finish reading that story at USA Today. But we're kind of going to get into it here because I want to have this conversation. What the fuck? They said we just talked about it last week. Adam Silver don't play that shit. So what do we think is going on? I've seen some opinions from people like Stephen A. Smith where he said that this is get back from Trump. This is Trump getting his get back. I don't know what the fuck that means, and I don't think it has anything to do with Trump.
You know, the NBA's hella liberal. Like they remember they did that Black Lives Matter during the COVID. Like NBA is very liberal. If you think about like the owners, the cities they're in, but
so
they all
mean.
That's the image.
That's
NBA's always been liberal, yeah.
Versus the
it's
NFL,
not like hockey and shit, yeah.
Who is highly conservative.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But the NBA puts on that image when they're conservative as well.
Right. So, I'm gonna start with you, Sai. Where is your head after reading this story? Where is your head when the news drops that Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier are arrested in this gambling indictment? What are you thinking? Go ahead.
I'm like, damn, Terry, you make like what, 110 million a year?
I think
Chauncey Billups, you a head coach. I know you getting paid like 250 M's. What are we gambling for? Like, what are we doing?
Not what are we gambling for, but to this extent, you know?
Yeah,
like Terry's defrauding people. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So you're kind of shell shocked by the whole shit. You're wondering why is your greed pushing you to a point where you are risking your livelihood at this point. That's where you're at.
And I'm also confused about if it was so discreet for
so long,
a couple years. Right. Yeah.
Right.
How did he get out? What happened?
True.
You feel me?
Which kind of Tip is going to kind of talk about. Because Tip, you know how that all goes down. You know this was either being actively investigated at the time, which is why they know all this information, or someone dropped a huge dime. They said, fuck a dime. They dropped a $50. They said someone dropped something to get all of this knowledge in there. So, Tip, I want you to talk to me first about your reaction to Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier being caught up in this indictment. Go into kind of where you think this investigation is going, and what the fuck do you think that their headspace was when exuding this greed? Go ahead.
Well, first off, it took me back to with Michael Porter Jr.'s brother. I think his name is DeJounte Porter. He was like the first person I saw get bagged for the gambling.
That's Michael
in the
Porter
NBA.
Jr.'s brother.
Yeah, that's his brother.
What the fuck? Okay,
Small world.
Everybody's going down. Okay.
So I remember when that first happened, everybody was like, "Oh, like da da da," and they start looking into it. And they're like, "Yo, he really was doing some bullshit."
Yeah.
And then
I remember.
now we jump forward to the Gilbert Arenas shit, and Gil already said he's snitching. So whatever Gil was doing, they said he did. He definitely did it, and he definitely snitching. So that's already out the window. So now I move on to Terry and my son Chauncey, and them niggas probably cooked because I think niggas is telling. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, it's a lot of rich people who want to stay rich and don't want to go to jail. They already went this path of being successful. Ain't nobody trying to go to jail. They definitely ain't trying to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? So somebody going to jail though.
Hell yeah.
Somebody going. Somebody serving some time to paying somebody.
I think they said 30 plus defendants in this case. Somebody going to jail.
Oh yeah. Someone doing some time.
They said talk to me. Yeah, go ahead.
You seen K Love, Kevin Love trolling them, both them niggas on Instagram?
What did he say?
It was like a picture, like them two niggas like hugging each other, or some shit. It was like some little weird shit.
Him and Terry Rozier.
And like they deleted it, and they posted some other shit with like Terry and what you call it, Chauncey Billups. That nigga is trolling. I didn't know Kevin Love was funny like that.
So
that nigga is hilarious.
So you just said you think these niggas are cooked. You just said it, right?
They will, if the NBA doesn't, even if they don't get bagged for it completely, the NBA doesn't even like that shit on their resume. Like the fact that you even was involved in that shit, like they really don't let you like. And y'all not something. Y'all niggas who's like superstars. Like it's a head coach who's replaceable. Like I hate to say it, and Terry Rozier. Terry Rozier is a great player. Terry Rozier is not a top player. Like you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So, you think that this case has definitely got somewhere to go. I think we all do. I think we all see something in this case, but I kind of want y'all guys' overall opinion on the rigged. I think that we are kind of getting more into sports here when we talk about it being rigged, because I think the same thing could kind of be said for the NFL, especially when we're talking that Giants-Eagles game this week. I mean, the terrible officiating. The terrible officiating that could be reprimanded and reported, but it hasn't been. And guys, I think we're gonna let Tip go ahead and take away his NBA run. We didn't jump into it. My fault. I did my toe. I did my toe. I did.
Do it. Go ahead and do it.
I dipped my toe a little too soon. We're gonna let Tip go ahead and take away his stats rundown with everything NBA. I think he has a lot to tell y'all about Wemby. So go ahead and take that away, Tip.
Alright, so look, I mean, that was good though. That was good. I like how you slipped that in there. That was good. I can tell you was practicing that. You had that shit planned out. But shit, real quick, just with like the NBA and shit. I mean, I don't know if y'all have tapped in, but that motherfucker Victor Wembanyama,
Wemby.
that nigga. First of all, the motherfucker 7'5" with an 8 foot wingspan. The nigga big as shit.
An alien.
He doing moves like
40, 15, or 9.
He dropped 100 in the first 3 games, some shit like that. Yeah.
He's doing nutty shit right now, and this gave me to think like, at the rate that he's going at right now, first of all, he's gonna be defensive player of the year. Like we already know that. Like, all right, whatever. Like nigga average like 5 blocks a game. All right, fuck it, whatever.
Okay.
But then we move into the MVP category, and you're watching them, and the Spurs are 4-0. The Spurs, I don't know if the Spurs ever started off this hot since Tim was playing. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute. Kawhi and them, yeah. So I'm looking at, I'm like, yo, Wemby might be one of them niggas. Like really, like take that throne. Like yo, Steph, LeBron, like y'all can chill out, because nigga, I'm here, and that's how it's looking. Another thing I want to get into, because I mean I can talk about Wemby for days, but
yeah,
like I said,
I think they were saying like I've never heard anything bad about Wemby. I think they was like this nigga's playing like the 5 through the 1. He's dominating at almost every position. So yeah, nothing
Wemby. I mean,
about Wemby.
The nigga's 7'5" and can shoot. Ain't really shit. And can dribble too. And then the motherfucker was training with like Shanghai monks and shit in China.
Yeah.
What the fuck is a 7'5" nigga doing in there with some monks?
And if I'm not mistaken, didn't he just come back from like what was supposed to be a like a career-ending injury or something like that?
It was blood clots. Yeah, he was suffering from blood clots.
Okay.
So I don't know what they did over there with what he was doing, but a motherfucker
alien. I'm telling you, he's an alien.
Yeah. We can also get into Austin Reeves. LeBron's been out for the last 2 weeks with some injuries, and Luka just went out the last 2 games. Austin Reeves put up a 50. He had like 50 points, 9 and 11.
Yeah,
Something like bro was balling. So you know they gotta pay the nigga because he just declined his option this summer. So they got to give him a nice little contract. Then the next game he come back and he dropped 40. I think he had like a 40-point triple double.
Okay.
I'm like,
he one of them. I ain't
like
gonna
white boy been
one of them.
we was having this debate in the chat. Like, is Austin Reeves the best white American player right now? And it had me thinking.
He matches so well.
White American.
With Luka.
Okay, yeah.
See, I said I put that in there. Yeah. So I mean, we got that going on too, and then we got to talk about let's see. I mean, we got Rockets ain't playing so well. Kevin Durant's on the team right now. They seem he on the Houston Rockets. Yeah, Cole. Durant get his jersey.
Whore.
That nigga going for everybody. But they been struggling a little bit.
That nigga still getting passed around.
It's not my boy. You know, I fuck with LeBron, gang.
Oh, my fault. You had him on your wall. I thought that was your boy.
Because that was the he trying to play when I had the young boy poster and KD up on my wall.
I think Arians will be
LeBron they had no LeBron ones. I took KD was my second best at the time.
OKC KD too. But yep, go ahead, Tip.
But yeah, then we got just the rookies been balling. Out of Philly, VJ Escobar.
Didn't Maxey just hit 40 the other day?
Them 2 niggas is crazy right now. Like the way they just playing the court, bro. That's the future of Philly right there. Them two brothers, the generator and Maxey. Them dudes is dogs, bro.
Yeah, because Joel's soft as fuck.
I don't know Joel's fuck. I think Joel is injury prone and can never stay healthy. Like I think a reporter asked him an out of pocket ass question. She was like
Paul George.
He's on the same team.
Paul
They on
George
the team together.
Oh my god.
A lot of shit happened. So this is injury.
Yeah.
And then a reporter asked Joel's on the lines of like, how you feel about the team winning without you being there? And nigga was basically like, it was like a fucked up question because it's like, damn, like, oh, they finally winning. But he kind of answered like, oh yeah, like, nigga, it's about time. Like shit, like they couldn't do it the last 7 years. But it just shows like reporters is ruthless nowadays, nigga. Like that shit, that was fucked up to ask that nigga. But the bitch ain't lying. Like, excuse my language, but like, she's not lying. Them niggas is hooping right now.
Yeah, they said, and Tip, that was, and they said, if you can, give me your top 3 like starting teams right now. Give me your top 3.
Top 3 starting teams.
Yeah.
I gotta go with the Spurs just off the fact this is no order, by the way. I gotta go with the Spurs just the fact that they're 4-0. They're balling. Wemby looks good. The rookie Dylan Harper out of Jersey. You know I'm gonna support my Jersey niggas. He's balling right now. Then we got obviously the defending champs Oklahoma City Thunder. I think they're balling out their ass right now. Like I said, they kind of picked up where they left off at, and they're winning without Jalen Williams, which is their second best player. So I got to tip my hat to that. And then after that, I mean, it's a toss up. I like the way the Warriors been playing. Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody definitely been stepping up to the occasion. So I'll probably say that's my top 3 as of right now. I mean, it's kind of crazy all coming out of the West, but that's my top 3 as far as right now. I mean,
that being said,
get into it.
Earlier I did dip my toe a little fast, but I don't apologize for shit. They said because I stand on what I stand on. The officiating for that Giants-Eagles game, I've never seen anything like it in my fucking life. How do you call a clear takeaway forward progression? How do you call a clear shaking move on the fucking line not a false start? We are sick and tired of the new Chiefs in town. Oh my goodness. They said And it is going to be a very strenuous week for football, guys. All the guys that are watching, it's about to get real in here because this week, as y'all know, like we said last week, we got our top 10s this week. We got our top 10s, we got our top positions. We're getting all into it right now. Let's go.
Let's
You
do
look
it.
like you got a lot to say, so you're going to wait.
Tip. Them niggas are 4-3. Tip. The niggas are 4-3. Tip. I had them niggas at my number one.
I try to tell niggas
Niggas are 4-3, gang. Stop talking to me.
When I said something, I was crazy,
Leave me
bro.
alone, gang. Leave me alone.
Kobe, it's alright though. Just think draft picks. Just think draft picks.
So, like I said, first of all, we can be 4-3. We can be 4-3. We can be that. We played a great fucking game. I don't care. So we're not going to start with you since you want to start off and spout off at the mouth.
All y'all point field goals. You know that. We watched the game.
We're going to go you last. We're going to start with Noah Tip. They said Noah Tip. Let's get into our positions. We are going to start with our receivers. Let's hear them.
Number one, and you know, like I said, the list is always fluid. I change weekly. But I think this brother is probably he might carry out the whole year at number one, the way it's looking. And that's my boy out of Seattle, from Ohio State, Jackson Smith-Njigba. That dude has been balling out of his mind.
You don't fuck with Jackson Smith. He's such a fucking crazy Ohio State glazer. He just was talking about it the last time we did it. Now he's glazing because you said Ohio State. You acknowledged his college.
My fault. But yeah, he's leading the league.
Why are you doing this with me?
We're going to get to you. We're going to get to you, and we're going to have a lot of feedback on everything you. Go ahead, Tip.
Yeah, so I got Jackson Smith-Njigba, leading the league in yards, with 819. The next closest person is Jamar Chase with 629. But yeah, I mean Jackson Smith-Njigba, I don't know how to pronounce the last part of his name, but the nigga is ball. I fuck with him heavy. Straight dog. He seems to have a great connection with Sam Darnold. I'm loving what I'm seeing. I'm my number two receiver. I then have Jamar Chase. He's still balling, even though with Joe Flacco as his quarterback. Already went through 3 quarterbacks this year. He's still finding a way to succeed. Got 5 touchdowns on the year, 629 yards. Dude still balling for what he has. And at number 3, I'm a little toss up. All right, y'all might have to work with me a little bit. I do know Puka Nacua is hurt. So he would be in my top 3. Due to the fact that he is hurt, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. I'm still between 2 receivers right now. And this is based off how they're playing right now. This is not who I think is the best, but how they're playing right now. Okay. I do have George Pickens, that or Amon-Ra St. Brown. I'm not too sure which one I want. I'm a Cowboys fan, so I'm gonna say George Pickens. Stud of receiver right now. CD was out, brought stuff to the table. I'm loving what I'm seeing.
But he's
hands
also done
great
it a few times this season.
So yeah, so I'm glad. I can say George Pickens is my number 3. I'm gonna say it with confidence.
They said, well, I really don't have to do my list because it kind of mirrors my list. I had Jackson at number 1. I had Puka at number 2 still. I feel like Puka, when he comes back, he's going to hit the ground running.
100%.
He's going to take back over, especially on passing yards. He's still in the top 5, even though he hasn't played. Jamar Chase, number 3. He's carrying.
Yeah.
That's what he does. That's what Jamar Chase does. He fucking carries. That's my 3. I didn't have an honorable mention. I was debating putting George Pickens in my top 3, but I said no honorable mention. So,
like I said, if we were to say like Puka, I could throw Puka in there because he's injured. Then he's in my top. He's probably number 2.
All right. So what you thinking, Pigeon?
I'm thinking. I'm gonna go Emeka Ibuka for number 1.
That's different.
Number 2, I'm gonna go George Pickens for number 2. Number 3, this is kind of hard. This is kind of hard because I want to say Devontae Smith, But then I also want to say Jamar Chase. So I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Devontae Smith, my nigga.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
good. First, give us the
Devontae
process.
Smith.
I'm not trying to be delusional Cowboys fan, but he being delusional, Cole.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start taking CD Lamb number one.
He's
Yeah, delusional.
that's because Devontae Smith hasn't even cracked the top 10 in receiving yards yet.
He is. He's number 9. He's number
His
9.
numbers.
He's number 9. He just
I
did
seen
that.
something
He
that
just
said
did
he was
that.
number
Tip. He
6.
just did that this week. He's number 9. Tip has it right up there on his stat list.
You know I have it up. Yeah, he's number 9.
Said, but I actually wanted, I wanted to get your thought process on giving your number 1 to Emeka Ibuka. Talk about him a little bit.
Shit. Well, ever since Mike Evans been hurt, he done stepped up to the plate. He's balling.
Right.
Another Ohio State Buckeye boy. He's really like that. I ain't gonna lie. Him and Jackson Smith and Jigma. If Marvin Harrison gets it together, I feel like we need to go pick him up. I ain't gonna lie. Go spend a couple of hours and get Marvin Harrison, just in case AJ want to keep doing all that bitching and crying and shit.
Yo, Eagles fans swear they can sign anybody, bro. What's up with them niggas, bro?
That's what they do. That's how they talk.
They swear they sign anybody, bro.
Ask Howie. Why are you getting mad? Ask Howie. He does it. So we're feeding off of him.
He said, "Ask
he
Howie."
makes it happen.
Have you ever seen a fan base adore their GM like this? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
He's able to get anybody he wants. He does it. He's been proving it.
All right, and that's your top 3 on the receivers. We're gonna go ahead and go to our running backs. I'll go first for the running backs. Nothing's really changed for me. I just put Jonathan Taylor in mine. So I'm still going Cam Scatterbo. Prayers. Not career-ending, season-ending injury. He probably, some say he might not be the same after this, but I doubt it. I think he's a bonehead, and when it comes to boneheads, they are going to get back on the field and do the same shit they was doing. I think he is a tank. I think he is a fucking gasser. That nigga is a problem. And if they had, I'm just going to say this, if the New York Giants had Malik Neighbors fully healthy, Cam Scatterbo fully healthy the entire game, and they are playing Jackson Dart, they win that second game too. I'm sorry. Gotta say it. So yeah, Jonathan Taylor, boy from the Cowboys. I'm putting him at 3. Go ahead, Sai.
Why do you keep bringing us up?
I brought up the Giants.
Why
talking
you
about
keep
Cam
bringing
Scatterbo.
us up?
I was talking about Cam Scatterbo. It just happened
Why
to
you keep
y'all
bringing
be
us up,
the why does it seem like you're pressing
How we
me?
gonna lose to a team that we beat 38-20?
The same team that beat y'all. What are we talking about? They beat y'all 2 weeks ago, literally. That very same team. Y'all didn't beat them way worse. They were playing 11 on 16.
In my opinion.
They're playing 11. That's why no one pays for your opinion.
I
Please
remember
give us
into halftime 21-7. We was already up. They couldn't do shit with us, regardless.
What is 21-6? That's 2-score game. Why can't they do nothing with y'all?
They ain't did shit
Give
with
us your running backs, please. You're just sounding like a delusional Eagles fan as usual.
They ain't did shit with us. Jonathan Taylor, Travis, the boy of the Jaguars,
Etienne.
Travis Etienne Jr., some shit like that. Yeah, Etienne. And then this third one probably going to surprise y'all. I got Kareem Hunt. Yeah, he just went crazy last night versus the Commanders. He been balling too. I ain't gonna lie. Kareem Hunt, he just had 3 rushing touchdowns last night.
Okay.
Crazy.
All right, here's my accurate list of what it really should be. Number 1, I have Jonathan Taylor.
Okay.
I think that I don't know if I don't feel like I
What's the stat
explain
line
that too
on
much. I mean, we could get into it. He has 185 yards in the season, averaging 5.9 yards a carry, so basically 6 yards a carry, with 12 touchdowns on the year already. That's some niggas' seasons. That's most running back seasons. And he's averaging 106 yards a game. So that's easily my number 1. My number I know my number two. I then have James Cook. I'm surprised no one mentioned him. He's averaging about 6 yards a carry. Not in about he is exactly. He has 7 TDs on the season. He's been averaging 107 yards per game, and he's right behind Jonathan Taylor as far as yards with 753.
Yeah.
Um, and then
I
at
bet you more than
number
50 yards.
anyway, then we go on to Javonte Williams.
I'm right about
Um, Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? I gotta support my squad, but truthfully, he has been balling.
that nigga's a bum.
Brother on the season, 633 yards, 5.1 yards a carry, and he has 8 TDs on the season. But that's my list as of right now. I think there's no real arguments you can have.
Saquon better catch all them niggas and do another 2,000 on me.
Nigga, what's your little saying, Si? You fucking crazy. They said, and now it is time to get into the quarterbacky actions. They said, let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do
And
it.
I'll go ahead and kick this one off. They said,
Let's do it.
I'm going to start with my honorable mention, and I'm going to work my way up. I have 2
Okay.
honorable mentions. So basically, I'm giving the top 5 here, if you will, right?
This is quarterbacks.
Quarterbacks.
Quarterback. Perfect.
It said, my first honorable mention of the night. He's coming back, guys. And you better be watching. You better be scared. He's coming. Patty Addy! Patty Addy!
I told you.
He's not lying though.
Episode.
He's not lying though.
He get giddy when he Patty.
Wait, Coach, say for the top 10 teams. Say for the top 10 teams. I already know what you're thinking. Coach, for the top 10.
Patty
We'll get into
Addy.
that. Patty Addy.
He's my first honorable mention. I couldn't get you in that top 3, Pat, because your first half of the season wasn't looking good, but I think you're about to get it back. I'm kind of scared because I thought the AFC was safe this season. I thought it was safe. It don't look like it. They said at that second honorable mention, I still have to keep my boy here. He was in my top 3, but he got to drop out. A-Rod. He hasn't personally been having some rough games, but his connection has been having some rough games. Him and our receivers hasn't been gelling like it was in that first week. Him and DK are still getting on the board, but I need more production out of them too. Point blank, period. I need him to start targeting, what's his name, Si? My boy Wilson, my white boy. I need him to start targeting him more. We need to go out and get a receiver too, heavily. And I'll expand a little bit more on that later. But getting into my top 3, at number 3, I have Drake May.
That's not crazy to say.
Coming from the 6-2 Patriots right now.
That's
Top AFC contenders right now. Well,
that's not crazy.
Second, but I got Drake May. Over top of Drake May, guys, please beware because you might get like a fucking geek out right here. I want him to keep himself contained, but I don't know why you're smiling. I'm not putting Jalen Hurts on there. Calm down. I'm talking about Tip because my number 2 quarterback is Dak Prescott. I like the way I set that up. I knew he was going to crack a smile.
He thought Hurts was back. He put him with the touchdown and shit.
They said at number 2, I got Dak. Dak is looking good this season.
I appreciate it.
I ain't gonna lie. Dak is looking good.
To be fair, last week was a little rough. Last week was very rough.
I feel like that was his roughest game outside of game 1.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
They said in number 1, this might surprise y'all, but I don't think it will. Daniel Jones. I got Daniel Jones. He's in top 5 passing yards. I feel like his team is doing the most when it comes to production. Yeah, they're outscoring all their opponents every week. And I know we kind of had that debate on who have they played, but everybody they're playing, they're outscoring. So yeah. That's my 3. Go ahead and take it away. Tip.
All right, so I started looking at my list a little bit. I'm starting to look. I'm like, it could be flip flop. But I'm kind of going in the route of like the whole season. Like I said, my list is fluid. My list is always changing. But as right now, the whole entire season in collective in the palm of my hand. Number one, I gotta go Daniel Jones. It feels weird for me to even utter those words ever in my life. I never thought I'd ever say this,
Right.
but Daniel Jones is playing like the best quarterback in the NFL right now.
Right. Yep.
It could be the system he's in. It could be the coaching. All I know is the brother's playing the best at his position.
I think it's a conglomerate of all the things. I think the process is working. I think the coaching is working. I think it's all going well for him over there.
I think that everything they figured it out.
Yeah.
Anthony Richardson can get well soon. I know you had him at your honorable mention, but I gotta throw him in there. That boy Pat. That brother Pat. I don't know what it is. The balls start rolling. I start scratching my head. I'm like, flashbacks.
Yeah. When you think of the past, you just have to put him in there because it's like once he gets hot, you can't stop.
I can't not put him in there. So yeah, I mean they've just been balling. Pat's top number 2 in passing right now, just 50 yards behind the 40 yards behind Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
17 touchdowns on the year, only 4 interceptions. Yeah, Pat is just a dog. And I gotta respect it. Number 3, definitely a toss up for me. It was a hard decision to do. I know Dak played horrible last week. But I still gotta put him in there. Dak on the year has 16 TDs, 5 interceptions, 2 of those being from last week, but still putting up great numbers. Still doing what he needs to do, but you know things happen. I can't put it against them. My honorable mentions consist of Drake May. Patriots are back, I guess you could say. Not like Tom Brady was cooking, but definitely cooking something.
I mean, and then Tom Brady lost 2 games every here and there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And then then my last spot, basically my top 5, kind of some you, Cole. I had to throw in. It was a toss up for me. I threw in Matt Stafford.
Yeah, Matt Stafford. I wanted to.
I still gotta respect it. You know what I'm saying? I still gotta respect the OG.
He's still in the top 5 passing yards right now too. So
yeah,
that's solid. Let me hear you. Take it away.
I bet I hear Jalen Hurts.
I know it's gonna be different. Yeah, I just know it's gonna be very different. He was just.
My niggas telling me what I can't put.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Damn. Yeah, get comfortable. Lean back.
I'm curious.
Need to hear it.
Taking his time. See.
Yeah.
I already don't like this.
Taking my time. I'm gonna put Jordan Love at 5.
Okay. All right.
Jordan Love at 5.
He was just telling me how terrible Jordan Love is before the game.
He is terrible. He is.
This is crazy.
He cute Cho though in the air.
That's why he put him on there. Go ahead, continue. You're showing your true colors. Just go ahead and continue.
I got Josh Allen at 4. Josh Allen at 4. Feel me? I wanted to put Drake May at 4, but I actually have Drake May up there at most likely 3.
Okay.
Number 2. I'm gonna go Bo Nix.
Bo Nix?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Bo Nix. Yeah.
Who's your number 1?
He ain't been balling. I'm gonna go Bo Nix. And then for number 1, I'm gonna go. See, this is kind of hard for me because I want to give it to Dak off the fact that he is actually like
balling.
Putting in, yeah, he's really balling. It's just his defense is fucking terrible. So it's just so much he can do. But then it's like Daniel Jones.
Okay.
Like, who have you played? I mean, like,
But they're
I
still
hate that we keep saying
winning.
that, but it's like you're killing these.
Well,
Like, what?
he killed the Chargers this week. That's what put me in the. That's what made me a fan now. Like not a fan, but a believer, I should say.
Well, the Chargers.
And
Chargers.
so you're kind of tying them at number one.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do that.
That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good list. We all have pretty good lists at that QB spot. And without further ado, they said it is time for our top tens, and we're kind of going to go through these because time. They said, but we're going to really get down to our top tens right here. I love that sound.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Get ready, yes. They said so. Of course, I'm gonna take it away. And give my 10 first. And I'm gonna work my way up. So I'm gonna start with my 10. All right, y'all. They said at my 10 spot, I have the LA Chargers. Chargers are looking good. I think that they are a formidable contender in the AFC. Do I think they're a top 5 team? No. In the NFL, no. Which is kind of why they're landing at my 10 spot. They did get whipped up on by the Colts, but the Colts are looking good right now. So I didn't want to kind of hold that against them and take them out of my top 10. Especially with some other people that are in my top 10. I feel like it just, it would be wrong to take them out. But going up to my 19, dropping all the way down from my number 2. The last time we all did this, dropping down from 2 to 9, a very bad fucking fall, Pitt. Come on. I mean, come on. We gotta do better. Like I was saying earlier when we were talking about the QBs, we need more connection between that QB and those receivers. We need another receiver, and we have an $160 million fucking defense that is lazy as hell. And we're sick of it. So that's why y'all are coming in at number 9, Pittsburgh. At my 8, I got the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions, like I've been saying the last couple of weeks, they look very formidable, but they do look like they can be toppled. That's why I have them at my number 8. Coming in at number 7, moving up one spot from the last time we all did this, I have the Philadelphia Pigeons. They are at my 7 spot. They have come back with 2. They left last time we did this with 2. Because I'm trying to make sure I don't fucking fuck up y'all stats. I want to say it right. Calm down.
Just like, I'm cool.
So we came off of 2 fucking losses back-to-back weeks. That's what I was trying to say. And now they are on a 2-win streak. They're on a 2-week win streak. And so I kind of had to move them up. Why is he arguing with me and I move them up? Is this guy okay? Is this guy okay? Is he okay? That's what y'all are. They said at number the Eagles are at my number 7, y'all. So at my number 6, I have the Buffalo Bills dropping down from my number 1. I'm hurt about that. They have taken in my opinion 2 hard losses. 2 losses that some say they shouldn't have took anyway. But yeah, the Buffalo Bills dropped down from my 1 to my 6. At my 5, coming up from my number 7, I have the Denver Broncos. They toppled the Eagles earlier this season. They are looking formidable. They're 6-2 now. Let's go Broncos. They said that is my number 5 team is the Denver Broncos. At my number 4, I have Baker and Ibuka with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They said at my 4. Oh wait. Did I fuck up the number? No, I didn't fuck up the number. I'm on
Trying to
4,
put the
right?
mic closer up. That
I'm on
shit
4.
sound
Yeah.
weird.
Can y'all
There
hear
you
me?
go. Yep, there we go.
Yeah, there
So
you
I
go.
had Buffalo, Broncos. Now I'm on Bucks. Bucks is my number 3. So at the two, I have the New England Patriots. Welcome to the top 5, boys. 6-2, looking like a brand new team, I would say. They said welcome to the top 5, and I have to take it away. Number 1, I have to give it to the 7-1. Have to give it to them, the Indianapolis Colts. Go ahead and take it away, Sai.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, I got the 49ers at 10.
Okay.
49ers at 10. I think they just took 2 back-to-back losses. If I'm not. Oh no, 1. You just okay. Yeah, I got them at 10. Uh, my shit probably all over the place to be honest. For real, for real. I got the Lions at 9. I got the Lions at 9. They been balling. You feel me? I think I had them. What did I had them at 3 last time we did this?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you feel me? At 8, this is where shit get real rough. I ain't even lying. At 8, I'm gonna throw the Chiefs in there.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw the Chiefs in there
I
at
really
8.
wanted them in my top 10, but I just couldn't. I couldn't pass up on those other teams. All right, come on.
7, I got the Bills. 6, I got.
Oh.
What you mean, Tip?
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
What you mean?
I'm scared what you about to say. Go ahead.
Fuck. Fuck. Dog. Oh my shit. I'm gonna throw the Seahawks in there at 6.
Figure you was gonna do that. Safe route.
6. At 5. Let's do it. 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 I got the Eagles. I
Fair.
got the Eagles at 5.
Fair.
I was going to try for this in that 4 spot, but I couldn't. I know. I understand.
I didn't do that.
What?
I think
Y'all
Tip
was-
got
y'all-
sound effects. I ain't do that.
yeah. Thinking
I
funny.
was
Yeah.
4-1 and then lost 2 back to back. I know how it feels to lose 2 back to back. I know. Now this next upcoming week, y'all about to bounce back, and you feel me? Y'all can probably move up to like 8, 7. You feel me? Why are you
I mean,
looking at the? I'm talking to you.
I know you talking to me. I'm just saying. I like how we lose 2 back to back and we automatically drop out the top 10. But it struggled for you to take your team out your top 10 when y'all were getting beat the fuck up on. I find that
I
hard.
did take him
I
out my
find
top
that
10.
hard
We can
to.
go back and play the clips.
I find that hard to believe. But
And
continue
The only thing I have
your
to,
top 10.
we're 6-2.
Barely.
That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. At 5.
Let's see what it looks like after these next couple weeks. After that next Cowboys game, after them Packers, after them Bills. Let's revisit this combo.
We are at 5. I got the Packers.
That's
5.
fair.
I got the Packers.
That's fair.
4. I got the Rams. I got the Rams at 4. All these teams we didn't beat. I got them ahead of us. It's crazy.
Because they're dominant.
Crazy.
It's the difference between beating someone and being dominant.
Crazy. I got the Broncos at 3. Or is this 4? I'm high again.
3.
It's 3. Yeah, I got the Broncos at 3. Yeah, I got the Patriots at 2. And voila, I got the Colts at 1.
All right, take it away, Tip.
That was accurate. So this is the top 10. So I'm gonna start in order. Starting from 10. At number 10, I got the Los Angeles Rams.
Okay.
It kind of been a slight decline, but I'm still a believer. Number 9, I have the Buccaneers. They're a little stagnant right now. Baker's been having a couple rough last 2 games, but I'm sure he'll bounce back. Now this team I think is gonna end up shooting up, but for right now, for the whole season, I have to put in the whole season into account. I have number 8. I have the Chiefs. I think by about 2 weeks, about week 10, they will be top 5. At number 7, I then have the Broncos. Broncos have been balling. They definitely built the ass to us. That defense is for real. I think they probably have one of the best defenses I've ever seen this year. As far as what they did to us, I mean, we thought our offense was unstoppable, putting 20, 30 plus points on teams, and we went against them, and then we were like a deer in headlights. Yeah, you understand. Number 6, we have the Eagles.
They put up 31 on y'all. They put up only.
Well, we don't have a defense, so
16.
we don't have a defense, so it's like it's hard to compare.
That's what I'm saying.
But 6, I got the
Why
Eagles.
you looking like that, son?
I ain't said nothing. I'm letting y'all talk. I ain't said nothing.
Yeah, so
Why you looking like that?
number 6, I got the Eagles. Jalen Hurts has been playing a little bit better. I'm liking what I'm seeing from them as far as his offensive capabilities. I do think they need to patch up a couple of things, get Saquon the ball rolling, so they can reach that top 3 spot. Number 4, the Patriots.
Y'all had like 50 rushing yards this past game. Why are you even like? Why you keep doing that? Why do we keep doing this?
I'm talking to Tip. He likes how y'all are looking. He likes what he sees from y'all, and I think it's a crock of shit. Honestly, I think from the Super Bowl defending champions, we still haven't seen shit yet.
Yeah, he is in line. For what you're supposed to be doing, you're not doing.
Yeah.
To be fair. Number 5 by the Patriots.
Give it some time.
Okay.
Give it some time.
It's the same team from last year. But how much time do you need? But anyway, five. We'll see. 5, we have Patriots.
Okay. They cracked
5-game win streak. Drake May is playing like an MVP caliber player right now. I got to tip my hat to the Patriots. Number 4, I know we were a little bit down them a little bit after the Cowboys tie. I have the Packers. Jordan Love is getting a rhythm for sure right now. Micah Parsons just had like a 3-sack game. Dude's balling.
Hold on. No, go ahead.
Yeah. Number 3, I then have the
fucking sacks. We was on.
Yeah, I know. Number 3, I have the Lions.
Yo, the fuck, y'all.
I mean, we gotta respect the Lions. I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs finally got his feet rolling again. The dude, they're gonna start clicking in a second. This is fluid. Like, I'm very wish-washy my list. It's hard to always say the top 10. Number 2, I then have the Bills. I know they had a couple losses, but I'm still believing in what they can do. They still have a nice record. Nothing seems to be far-fetched from what the Bills can possibly do. At number 1, I gotta pay my respects to the dude that's been balling, probably the MVP right now, or up there in that threshold. I have to go with the Colts and Danny Dimes, man. They just seem dominant. The offense just looks good. Pittman, Taylor, Jones, everything's just clicking. Gotta give credit where credit is due.
And I think that is a first, guys. We all put the Colts and Daniel Jones as our number 1s. I think our lists are pretty similar. I think we kind of chose all the same people, roughly. I think I was the only person who didn't include the Packers. Maybe my pride's too high. Who knows? They said,
because I ain't including the Chargers.
Oh yeah. Okay. But yeah, those lists are fluid, which is saying a lot about the NFL this season. Everything's fluid. You don't know who the guys are. I think the Colts are standing out but you still don't know who the guys are, because like I said, those are their arguments where who have they played. And like I said, we have the Super Bowl defending champions who have a hard schedule coming up. We have the Cowboys who are looking good, but that defense is sinking them in some instances. We have the Buffalo Bills who are getting beat up on sometimes, and who were looking good those first 4 games of the season. We have the Ravens who are looking like they're getting back into it. I think they're on a 2-game win streak right now. Lamar's supposed to be coming back next week. We'll see how that all plays out. Pittsburgh was on the roll. We're not now. Hopefully we can get it back before it comes back to our divisional games. They said, and that's really sums up the NFL. Yeah. They said we did our top 10s, we got our positions out, and this was a great guys night. They said not really much to talk about tonight. They said, but make sure that you are tuning into the Crazy Talk podcast. We're your boys, and we're coming at you almost, I want to say every Wednesday. We are coming at you. If you haven't, go look at my exclusive interview with the Fashion Dad. Keep running that up. In our highest rated video yet, our highest rated episode yet, our last episode 6. Haters gonna hate. Tune in and don't be a hating ass bitch. Like, comment, subscribe. It's your boys, Noah Tip, Side Bow, Call Me Crazy from the Crazy Talk podcasts. We are your boys, and we signing out.